Weeb Gragna, Weeb Ninny Bong, and welcome back to another Transformers review. I am Moose for the win, and today we're looking at Studio Series 86, Deluxe Class, Sergeant Cup. Now this is the one from the Buzzworthy Bumblebee line, so there's the cartoon decal window instead of the clear plastic one. I prefer this look over the normal version. Like, I think the color green is a little bit different. This one looks more cartoon accurate than the normal released figure, but that's preference. Honestly, they're both really good representations of the character. Here he is in his futuristic space truck mode. Very nice, compact little car truck thing. Rolls really well. Rolls really well. There you go. He has a couple of accessories. He's got his little blaster. It's got this weird little tab on the side. You can peg it into the side here for storage. And he's got another little accessory, and I love this thing. His little box of Energon goodies that he was, giving people. Just be like, hey, you want some gum? There you go. It's got a little peg here for like the standard hands to hold. It's got another little peg on the side where you can clip it in vehicle mode, and there you go. You can like tote around some Energon goodies for like snacks on the go, yada yada yada. Love this character. He's a great addition to any collection. Transformation, you're gonna take legs apart like that, and then you're gonna untab the hands from these little pegs right here. You're gonna take this panel and carefully remove it from the wheel well, because you're going to try to accordion the whole thing back onto the leg. It's really thin, so I'm always like really extra careful. I don't want to snap it. Yep, bring it back. Unpeg it from the side here and do a little extra leverage. But it pegs in really tight right here, so I got to be very careful not to damage the darn thing. There we go. And then it pegs in, kind of pegs in on the back here, right here. It's not the tightest, but it still kind of works. And you bring the whole back assembly up like this for now. Get it out of the way. And for the legs, you're going to take the knees, flip them down, and then see where there's a little like slight hinge. You're going to close it, because for transformation, it's this weird little peg here. There's like one peg so it'll be slanted for truck mode, and then one peg for it to be straight in leg mode. And then it kind of pegs back into its original peg. So see that? Do it, tilt it, and it pegs into the second peg. And there you have legs. You take this one, you flip it around, this one, flip it around. Everything's supposed to kind of peg in really tight, but with these weird panels there, it's all a little tricky. Then you lift the feet. And then the legs are done. And then the torso, you flip those down. Take the arms, flip them around, bring this neck panel up, the whole thing, bring the wheels in, make sure everything's tabbed, bring the arms in, and then these shoulders kind of swivel inward. Clip, swivel arms inward. Hold everything in, peg the backpack onto the wheel wells, like so. Am I doing something wrong again? Nope, I'm good. And there you have everyone's favorite grumpy old man, Sergeant Cup. He is a fantastic figure. He's probably one of the most show accurate versions I've ever seen. He holds his gun, he holds his snackage, One thing though is I'm not really a fan of his head. I think he's got this kind of sad look on his face. I think his just whole face kind of is a little longer than I think it should be, but that's just me. Maybe if he had like a little more of a scowl instead of like a sad eye looking thing, he'd look a little more accurate, but he looks just kind of like he's pouting, and that's not Cup at all. He's the kind of gruff and tumble drill sergeant that will kick you in the butt if you so much as look at him wrong. But other than that, that's my only gripe. I love this guy. I like this paint job better. Like I said, with the windshield, it looks more show accurate. Fun little play feature for when they're doing the scene where he's being attacked by the giant squid and he lost all his limbs. You can actually remove his limbs. So you can have him just kind of this battle damaged wreck. Maybe that's why he looks so sad, is because he's like dying. All of these peg in really tight, to be honest. They're actually really good. They're just on little swivels. They're not hinged or anything. They're not riveted. They don't have ratchets. They just peg in, but they peg in relatively tight. Got reposability. We got ankle tilt. The detachable. I was going to say disposable, but no. The detachable limbs give some posability, some hip swivel and whatnot. He's got no. Oh yeah, he does. I was going to say he has no hip swivel, but no, he does. It's just really tight and kind of on a ratchet. Head's on a ball joint. Doesn't move around so much because it's so tight of a turn, but it's really decent. No hand swivel though, that's it. A little size comparison. Here he is next to Deluxe Class Perceptor. So he's a little smaller for a Deluxe guy, but there he is. You know, that's kind of where he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be a little shorter than the average guy. Here he is next to a Seeker. We have Thundercracker. And then here he is next to Big Daddy Galvatron. He's nice and short, but not a bad short, if that makes sense. Overall, definitely recommend this character. I would prefer the Buzzworthy Bumblebee line, but if all you can find is the regular edition, that is still a great version. They're both well representation of the G1 design, and you know, it just fits any aesthetic, whether you're into IDW comics or you're into more of the evergreen look. Either way, highly recommend this boy. And there you have Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Cup.